going on, everybody? Once again, we have another artist highlight show. Your man Fuego Beats on the line with co-host Egypt.
Yo, what's going on?
And we're on the line with Craig from WellShot. What is up, man?
Hey, brother, what's going on?
Everything. It's a great day. It's nice outside, finally.
Awesome. Yes, sir. It certainly is.
Definitely.
And we're not too far away either, brother.
Nah. Actually, Egypt, he's right in Maryland.
Yeah, I noticed it from the profile he had online.
Yeah,
man.
So we're gonna we'll get into that. Well, I'll go at that later on. I'll say what we're gonna do pretty much soon. But so I got up with Craig, so all you guys can know, put an ad out there for the Zombie Day soundtrack and everything. Him and his crew responded. I listened to their track and was like, yo, this fits perfect. And then I'm like, hey, we might as well have them on the show, put them on rotation. Got a little bit of feedback, and people that listen to the show love their music. So I'm like, yo, got to get them on the show. So that's why we're here right now.
Cool. Yeah, man. That's appreciated, brother. Much appreciated.
Definitely, man. So I mean, how did you guys come up with the name, WellShot? Like, what's the concept behind that name and all that?
It's kind of funny you ask that, man, because a lot of people do. WellShot is actually associated usually with drug addicts, and two of my members in the band are recovering. Both of them have been sober for 8 years apiece. But
okay.
We saw it as WellShot being whatever gets you going in the morning, man. A cup of coffee. For me, it's a cup of coffee and some metal.
Got you.
That's my WellShot in the morning. If you want to get up and you want to eat a cupcake and that's your WellShot, man.
Man, you can't mention cupcakes with Egypt. Just to let you know. Don't do that, because this dude. Nah, let me stop. No, he's a real healthy eater. Not to veer off, but this dude gets he's training me, man, to be right. So I always give him stuff saying he eats nuts and berries. So
man, they always cracking on me, man. Why are they doing this?
But he's the one that's gonna live till he's 104. I didn't mean to cut you short, man. My bad.
Cut me short like 3 years.
My fault. But yeah, no, that sounds good. That sounds good, Craig, man. That name just threw me. I was like, okay, WellShot. Okay, let's see what this is about. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, and we didn't. We came up with the name. We didn't. It was just like out of the blue, man. He said it, and it was like, wow, that fits. I mean, we were going with a couple different ones. The actual original name we came up with was Begin the End.
Okay.
But that one kind of flew out the window. And as soon as he said WellShot, we were like, yeah, that's really cool. And then the drummer explained the concept behind it, so we just went with it, man.
That is definitely cool. And real quick, before we get too deep, can you tell everybody your what you do in the band, and also if you can name the other members? I know they're not here, but
no, you're good, man. I play rhythm guitar and sing. I write a lot of the music. I have a lot to do with the production.
Okay.
Raul Logan is my lead guitar player. I'm actually going to meet him now.
Okay.
As we speak, as I'm driving, I'm actually driving a moving truck as I'm talking to you. So.
Oh, well, be all right. Don't.
I'm good, brother. Mike Allen is the drummer. That's where we practice to record. We have we have our own studio.
Okay.
So we actually, as we write, we can go ahead and and record them, which is great. And Kevin Sturgeon, better known as Goat, is our bass player.
And I think I know which one that is. Just off that.
Yeah, have you ever seen his picture? Have you seen a picture of him, our bass player?
Long goatee?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
Although, yeah, past his chest for sure.
I love that.
Some people mistake him for a member of ZZ Top.
But I love the look. I'm telling you, I rock with
definitely. That. How did you guys get together?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man, because I used to be in a band called Inertia years ago, and my old drummer kept calling me up, and he said, listen, you got to come down and play with this guitar player. You guys would be a perfect match. And at the time, believe it or not, it was kind of crazy because I was actually thinking about, I'm 41, man. I've been doing this a long time. And I was thinking about retiring and, and just doing some acoustic stuff or just something a little lighter. And I decided at a point, my drummer called me my old drummer called me so many times. I was like, you know what, I'll go. And I went down and I played with Raul, and I mean, we were writing as soon as we got together, which was insane.
Oh, yeah.
And he fired me back up, man. And Raul ended up telling me, look, I know this other guy. He's a lot better. His name's Mike Allen. So we went down. We hooked up with Mike. And from the first night, man, we got 3 songs down the first night, which was pretty good in 3 hours.
Yeah, that's great. And last we did a show a couple of weeks back with a metal band, Deadbeat, and it's pretty much what I'm getting is that, and just in general with bands, that when you guys dabbled in other bands and maybe for some reason it didn't work out like that, but just all walks of, like, you guys come from different walks of life and then put that together. That's why it's so hot, and that's what I've been noticing that, and that lately with the guys we talk to, and that, I mean, that's a good thing right there. I mean, obviously, there's reasons that you didn't stay with the bands that you were with. I mean, it could be anything, but at least you found something that you guys could call yourself brothers.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
So,
and and you're right. We do come with from different walks of life. I mean, I was a party hard guy. Always getting in trouble. Raul, believe it or not, is a Baltimore City policeman.
What?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Well,
and he's my best friend in the world, dude.
Well, let's do this. Egypt, when we're in Baltimore, so we don't run into the DC problem we had last time. Let me stop. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
That was another idea we were going to call the band Cops and Cons.
That would have worked too. I like WellShot though. I think that was right on target.
Yeah, dude. We definitely like that one too.
Definitely. Yeah, man, that's great, and we are in the same area. What I was leading to is that I'm gonna try to get with you guys soon, because there's another band coming in town, La Fin Absolute du Monde. They're a band from Cali, but they're touring in Europe right now, and they perform in DC on the 16th. So I figured, I mean, we might be able to get up and get a beer or something like that. Egypt, me, and then.
Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I didn't know why I didn't think about that. Actually, it would be a good collaboration between the two of them.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and then, I mean, maybe we'll get a chance to talk. It seems like that, because, I mean, that band is pretty open. They're cool, real cool,
awesome.
Husband and wife, so that should be good.
That's cool, man. That's awesome.
I'll give you details.
We get along with everybody. We're pretty laid back, man. I mean, and we just like to have fun and write good music, and, we're old school dudes, It's and we it's pretty laid back, like I said.
No, that's definitely cool, man.
Hey, look, man, the other guys might not get a beer with you, but I will.
Say that again. Say that one more time.
The other guys might not get a beer with you, but I will.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Oh, the other guys don't. The other guys don't drink. I mean, Raul has a few, but the other two are recovering alcoholics.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. So that's a great thing, man. That's that self-control. I definitely applaud them for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, the drummer, he raised himself up, from nothing, having nothing. He owns his own, almost multi-million-dollar roofing company now. So
yeah,
wow, that's pretty good, man. That's good stuff.
That is what's up.
So Craig, man, one question I always ask the artists in these interviews is, what makes you and your band different from others that are doing similar things? I guess, people that are also into heavy metal and heavy metal bands. How would you say WellShot, I guess how are you guys different from other groups?
I mean, I can tell you what's different from like a lot of the other groups I've played in. We do totally, and this is just one thing off the bat, we do totally sober practices. So there's not 2 hours of partying and 1 hour of practice. So when we go to practice, it's 3 hours of straight playing.
Gotcha.
There's friendships there, but we also know, that we have to take this very seriously if we want to be taken seriously.
Right.
None of us in the band are spring chickens anymore. Even if we still look like it, thank God. But it's, if we're going to go out there and people are going to, at first glance, they're going to be like, oh, what are these old dudes going to do? Well, we can talk all we want. We got to go up there and show them. So I think it's just holding on to the heart of the music as long as we have, or the kind of music we listen to and the kind of music we play as long as we have, kind of gives us an edge, I think, and makes us a little different. You know, you don't find many 45 or 41 and 52-year-old guys playing in metal bands anymore. You know, unless they've been doing it, unless they're in Anthrax or Metallica.
Yeah. The thing about it though is that what I enjoy about, I mean, you told me, to me, I mean, you guys aren't old men or nothing like that, but regardless, I mean, your sound is actually, you know, younger also. Like, it's like you kept up with the times. It's not like you're playing something that's from, like, you know, the 70s or 80s or something like that. It kind of, you know, not kind of, but it does, you know, could appeal to any age group right now that's into that genre, and pretty much music in general. Because I mean, it just, like I said, it did something to me. You know what I mean? To listen, I really liked it.
I think it's the love for it, man. I mean, that we all have. You know, Raul and I are, you know, we write the majority, or have written the majority of the music, and him and I do. You know, it's just, we love doing what we do. We're best friends. You know, I mean, I'd take a bullet for the dude if I had to, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that has a lot to do with it. I mean, I couldn't do what I do with somebody that I didn't like. You know, I could never take business or the band as just business. It has to be friendships. It has to be a band. It has to be a union. Yeah. You know, there's so much more to it than just business. And I mean, I know the record companies nowadays are just throwing bands together and say, hey, you know, you guys write some music. You're great musicians.
But you can kind of tell.
Those bands are usually a flash in the pan.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So you're saying, in that case, chemistry is the key thing that you guys have.
It's huge. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. To do what we do, I mean, I completely believe when you put a band together and you're auditioning members, you know from the first time that they play if that's your dude. Within the first 5 minutes, you'll know.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and I completely believe that. You know, I mean, we tried out drummers, we tried out other bass players, and it was just like, you know, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work, because you knew right away. But, man, when it does work, you know, you definitely know.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's working. That's all I can say.
It's like falling in love for the first time, man. First time you kiss that girl and you get them butterflies in your stomach, you know?
Yeah, true. What we're going to do, we're going to go to one of WellShot's songs, and we'll be back. You're listening to the Artist Highlight Show.
FuegoBeats.com.
Philosophies, it's taking everything for you to try and be. Play through like it's not
going on? This is Fuego Beast from Fuego Beast Radio, and I want to tell everyone to check out the greatest sci-fi radio station out, Super 564 on Blog Talk Radio. They have the best topics, including sci-fi films, comic books, video games, and they even have a featured artist segment for musicians weekly. So if you have an obsession with sci-fi films, music, or video games like me, then this is the station for you. Make sure you check them out on blogtalkradio.com/super564. That's blogtalkradio.com/SUPAFI64. All right? And remember, stay connected.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Handles, man, straight from the ESBA. You say Eastern Shore, home of the 7-5. I'm on the Artist Highlight Show, rocking with Fuego Beats Radio. Let's get it.
Hey, welcome back to the Artist Highlight Show on Fuego Beats Radio. I'm your host, Fuego, on the line with Egypt.
What's going on?
And we're on the line with Craig from WellShot, soon to be Craig and Raul from WellShot. So, Craig.
Yo.
And I know I was stuttering at first, Egypt, so you could laugh, because I know you heard that. I heard him laughing. That's the thing, because I stuttered hard. But anyway, I was just thinking, listening to WellShot's music, you know what I mean? I listened to the tracks on the website, and I was just thinking about that, I grew up, with a lot of hip-hop, and I'm thinking when I'm listening to the heavy metal, and I'm thinking about hip-hop too, because it's like the way society views both genres. If you do hip-hop, you're a thug, you're shooting somebody, you're selling drugs. If you're doing metal, you worship the devil. That's just who you are. That's how they view it. Do you know why that might be in your genre? Like why that might be?
I tell you, man, and I grew up in a very, I guess you'd say, bourgeois neighborhood in Simonian, Maryland.
Yeah.
And I was one of the only long-haired guys in my hood. And things went wrong in the neighborhood, they blame me. It was just it's the look. It's a perception of who you are or who they think you are because of the way you look.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's pretty much. That's pretty much it. It's just perception of the way you look and the way you dress. Because you have some holes in your jeans and long hair, and you're wearing a Slayer shirt. People think, oh, he must worship the devil. Well,
yeah.
I might have been, I might have been the guy that helped your grandma across the street. You know what I mean? Yesterday, and
exactly.
But it's a perception, man. It's stereotyping, and I don't believe in any of that.
Yeah.
You can't judge someone until you know them, and you can't know them until you meet them.
Yeah.
Exactly. You mentioned Slayer, and I think a part of the reason, the situation is how Fuego described it is because a lot of, I guess, the well-known or, the better-known heavy metal bands were the ones that portray that image with the devil worshipping and the death and the this and the that. So people that aren't into that genre of music and know much about it automatically assume that, oh, well, if these two bands, look and say these things, then I guess everyone who's affiliated with it is the same way.
Which is stupid, of course. Like, and on all levels, it's stupid. I mean, but
I absolutely agree.
I guess my whole thing with that is that like you said, I judge people based on if they're if when I meet you, I don't look at you and just assume anything. You know what I mean? Because you do that, and we all know what people say when you assume.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't do that at all. We don't do that here. That's the reason why I think that I love what you guys do, because it's like, I just feel like you guys don't kind of like, you guys are open, so you don't really judge. You don't really kind of tweak yourself to be what society wants you to be. That is what I always like. I hate to say being the rebel, but I always like that. Like I say an example. I cut my hair, a couple of years back, just because see the reaction. Really, I didn't get any different reaction. I actually feel like I'm less respected when I had short hair. So I started growing my dreads back. I'm like, whatever. I just dreaded up a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, yo, I'm doing that because
Good.
I don't care like no more because you know what I can do. You don't, you should look at my work, what I'm about, versus looking at who I am. And do I even want to deal with you if you're going to judge me based on that? Do I even want to deal with you? Like, that's how I thought about it, and that's why I like, that you're not, making yourself, become, I guess you could say, it's not like you're not acceptable. I'm not trying to say you're not acceptable. I'm just saying, like, you're not sitting here just being, I always say, wearing shiny suits. So if a record label or a society says you must wear shiny suits and you must wear pink underwear with, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah,
some people will do it.
And I guess we'd still be underneath our own record label then.
Exactly. Because that's not cool. That's not cool at all, man.
But I mean, and then if you look at today's what's going on in the world, today's society, if you actually conform to a lot of stuff they want you to do, I don't know. I mean, you end up worse off than what people actually look at you. You got to believe in what you believe and do what you do for you, not anybody else.
Exactly. Yes.
And the same with your music, man. You do you. And if it makes you happy, cool. And if 10 other people like it, great. If 1 million other people like it, awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's in the end of it all, we do this because we love it, and that's why. And
yeah.
To have people send positive feedback our way, and even negative feedback, you know what I mean? Because even negative feedback helps us, But we're still always going to continue to do what we do.
Yeah. I mean, the point with any feedback, negative or whatever, people are listening. That's just it. Nobody's going to comment on something they never heard. So
Exactly.
Obviously somebody's listening to it. And, if you have the same hater every time, shit, he's listening to it or she's listening to it every time. So that's yeah.
They say more people listen to Howard Stern that hate him than like him.
Yeah, because you just want to see what other stupid thing he's going to say. That's what they say. That's what I'm like.
If people know who you are and they hate your music,
yeah,
then it's a great possibility that when you put out your next album, they're going to buy it just to see if they're going to like the next one.
Oh, yeah. That's it. That is it.
Well, I mean, there's obvious ups and downs when it comes to the music industry, but
Absolutely.
What's
more downs than ups?
it is what it is, right? But what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Wow.
As a musician, as someone who does music.
Give me a second, man. Let me think. The best piece of advice I ever received. You guys ever heard of Vinnie Moore, the guitar player?
Not off the top.
Can't say that.
He was like one of these Steve Vai wannabe soloist guys. He's an incredible guitar player.
Okay.
I met him years ago at a place called The Rage in Baltimore City.
Okay.
And I asked him. I was like, what's the best advice you can give me on music? And he said, just do what makes you happy.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. I mean, don't sell yourself out.
Yeah.
To make to be somebody you're not.
Yeah.
Because in the end, that'll make you miserable.
Yeah, and I hope everybody hears that. Just do what you do. And that's good. I mean, that's a good piece of advice. Like really, like I like that a lot.
I mean, look, I'm a metal guitar player. I play a little bit of acoustic too, but in the end of it, I don't want to go play three chord wonder songs. I don't want to play Green. I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to be Blink-182. I want to be me.
Exactly.
And that's it's just because that other stuff. I mean, it bores me to pieces. And I mean, look, nothing against them. They've done what they've done, and they've got millions to show for it. Yo,
and again, I mean,
never do that.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a demographic for everybody. So just because, I mean, some people, like, I just feel like, and Egypt knows that me and him always talk about it, that everybody is like almost drones. Whatever, I always call it governmental society, you know what I mean? Like the standards of what should be. So if it says that everybody should look like the guys in 300, then that's what everybody's going to do. Yeah. Back in the day, it was everybody had straight hair, so black, white, whatever, they all had perms and had their hair. That's what it is. Afros, the same thing, whatever. It's going to be, you're going to have this group of people like yourself and us and everything that's not going to do that. We're going to be like, yo, I'm doing what I want to do. So I don't care if you say I'm stuck in 1962. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but see, that advice, do you, be yourself, don't conform, I'm sure all these people that we're saying, oh, well, they conformed and they're copying this. I'm sure they've heard it before, but the problem is there's a lot of people that don't know what doing you really is. Right?
Yeah.
And absolutely. And I mean, look, and it definitely changes for some people. You know what I mean? Like, you get older, you start like, all that, some of that rebellion in some people goes away, and you have kids, and all of a sudden your life changes, and all of a sudden you go from, jamming out, I'm going to reference Slayer again, Slayer type music, to playing Barry Manilow songs. I mean, it's, but, you don't have to do that. I mean, if you still feel the metal in you, that's where it's at.
Never too old, right?
Huh.
Metallica, I've referenced them. A lot of people said they sold out. I just think they were at different spots of their life when they wrote that music. Now, granted, I didn't like much of the newer stuff, but they weren't angry anymore, that the rebellion was gone. They got married, they had love in their life, and all of a sudden, the writing changed.
Definitely.
And when I pick up the acoustic once in a while, I mean, I write songs for my daughter. I write songs, for my lady.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't change the fact that, truly down to the core, I'm a metal musician. That's what and who I am. I live, eat, and breathe it.
Nah, I feel you, man.
There's not a day goes by that I don't listen to some metal music and don't play any, and pick my guitar up and jam out something. Yo,
I feel you. I feel everything, man. I like to hear that. You know what I mean? Because it's just, I mean, you're speaking from, I say the real, the heart, whatever, people understand. It's some realness right now. So we're going to go to another WellShot track, and we will be back again. And you're listening to the Artist Highlight Show
on FuegoBeats.com.
WellShot.com. YouTube, Mr. Fuego Beats.
Order to the Mayans, get a grip, you can't contain me.
Yeah, this is Rhubarb, and you are listening to Fuego Beach Radio, the #1 online radio station for emerging artists.
We are back on Artist Highlights on Fuego Beach Radio, and today we are on the line with Craig from WellShot. How's it going, Craig?
Hey, brother, what's going on?
Good, man. We're having good convo, good interview today.
Yeah, man.
One thing we didn't cover though was what is WellShot working on now?
Yeah.
WellShot is now currently working on our full production CD, full-length CD. We're going into the studio actually tomorrow and starting recording.
Okay.
That's what's up.
We've got, you guys have 3 songs,
Yeah.
probably the 3 of our oldest. We went into the studio with a guy named Rob, who actually ended up moving to Texas, who's probably one of the best producers I've ever worked with. Rob McLeland. It's a shame that he moved, but
Yeah.
we're actually working with a friend of mine named James Skitchy. His name's actually James Skitchy, which is weird. He actually works at PRS, but he's like an incredible engineer too, and he took us on. He's doing all our recording for free, and he's like an insane producer, so I can't wait to hear what comes out of that, man. We're also... Yeah, Raul and I are also in the process of writing some new stuff and buying some new gear and, you know, just getting things tight, man. You know, just getting things on the ground and getting running again. We got a show coming up in August. We took some time off doing live stuff so we can get this recording done and so we could get the CD done, you know, and just like I said, get some new gear, get some new sounds in there.
Yeah, that's always good. New sounds.
Yeah. We'll work a little more with some, you know, some guitar effects instead of just straight distortion, you know.
Right.
Some crazy stuff, you know, just off the wall. You know, we're working on a bunch though. We did a video. Did you guys ever get a chance to see that?
I think I did see. I don't know if Fuego posted
I don't think
it, but
I've seen it. I might have posted it way back when. I gotta look at it again. Matter of fact, drop that real quick. Where can we see that?
You can actually go to ReverbNation.com.
Okay.
/WellShot. And
Okay.
I tell you now, guys, all of our music, we don't sell it, we give it away.
I feel you.
And we do that because, look, I mean, none of us have any inspiration, you know, and we do have inspiration, you know, to go out and, you know, and play and get big in front of large audiences. But, you know, we know you're never going to get rich. You know, we're not going to get rich doing this.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that's not what's motivating you.
Right. The motivation is the music and getting our stuff out there. So, I mean, and that's just the biggest part to me. So if you go to ReverbNation.com /WellShot, you can download those 3 for free. You can watch the video for free. You know, I mean, it's all giveaway, man. So, and anybody who's actually interested in getting one of our CDs, I can actually send them out to them for free too. Just Facebook.com /WellShot, or look us up on, you know, search us on Facebook, man. Send us a message, man, and we'll mail you out a CD.
Well, I'm interested, so I'm gonna give you my information.
You got it, brother.
And let you, yeah, definitely. One, damn, I said very loud. I didn't mean to do that. But one thing when I was listening to your track at first, when we were looking for the music for Zombie Day, I kind of listened and I'm like, okay, I can see this in a, you know, action movies, this music, Fast and the Furious type or something. Do you guys ever think about that, like as far as gearing your music for, you know, movie soundtracks or anything like that, or you just pretty much?
We never thought about that. I mean, when the music comes out, it just comes out.
Yeah.
And when we write it, we just write it. And I mean, it's a blessing to, you know, to us, you know, that we hook up, you know, that we can hook up with guys like you who appreciate it and offer us, you know, to be on the soundtrack for that movie. It's a blessing. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I mean, it's a great thought to have music in movies and to have people hear your stuff that widespread. But it's not what motivates.
Oh yeah, definitely. But that's one of those things. I mean, I could see it. definitely. I mean, that's why I was like, first thing I'm like, yeah, we're gonna we gotta put that in there. You know what I mean? Because
you guys are going to use what song? The End, right?
That was, I mean, if you, you can actually submit, because I'm still looking for stuff. As far as the movie, just to let everybody know too, it was a little hold up based on they had to recast a couple of parts for it, because one of the leads, they actually got a offer out of L.A., so they had to go do that. So that's in the process still. So I'm still looking for music. So I mean, if you wanted to submit another one too, I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't be.
Yeah, I thought The End would be the best because that was actually kind of about the end of the world.
Oh yeah. Nah, that was hot. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
that was very hot.
Hey, man,
I like that.
Whatever you want to use, man, is fine with me, dude. Yeah.
That's cool.
War Machine was pretty good too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yep.
That is actually, that's funny because that's actually the first song we ever wrote.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, together. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I do have a big question right now, right?
Yeah,
so
man,
you've done live, I know you've done live performances, just based on anything, I mean, anywhere, internet, at your shows. What was the most memorable reaction off your music that you got from a fan?
Wow, that's a good question. That's a good one.
Just compliments from bands like Ghost of War.
Yeah.
Raul!
Say what's up, Raul?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo. That's what's...
Hey.
So...
Yeah, Craig was going to say, I think the biggest compliment we received was, the blessing from established bands like Ghost of War,
okay,
and Wretch, and other bands that play with us. They've been playing for longer than us, and we kind of felt very, very humbled, that they liked our music. It came to us and told us, you guys, have it going, and we would love to play with you guys again. I think, that's the biggest compliment you could receive, especially from your peers, when, they appreciate what you do and they tell you, keep going. That's pretty much why we do this.
And that's actually a great point that you said from your peers, because to me, it'd be a fan when you're when I'm one of your peers. I mean, if a peer came to me and said, hey, I love what you do, that means I'm really doing it. Because usually they're in competition like, yo, but they must have been like, hey, these dudes are nasty. They're good. So I like that.
Yeah. I think in the business, like Craig was saying, there's not, we're not here to make money or try to make money off of people. We just try to get our music exposed. Sometimes there is a cover fee. We're not, Craig could attest to that. We're not crazy about selling tickets. We like just people to come and enjoy. Actually, we give more tickets than we actually sell.
Yeah.
So, anybody who wants anything from us, just tell us, look, we like your music. We'll like, to get some samples, and we're more than happy, to give out what we consider is, it's what we like to do. We're not here to establish ourselves as media moguls or anything like that. We're just trying to survive as a band. But the only thing that keeps us going is is just that the fan base telling us, yeah, keep going. Like I said, sometimes when other bands come to us and tell us, oh, we like what you guys do. I mean, that's the biggest compliment we can receive.
Yeah. And I mean that's great, man. Like I said, man, I really like you guys' work. I like the mindset that you have. I mean, we're definitely on your side. We'll push anything you have. Just let me know, man. Just definitely stay in contact. With us, and I mean we appreciate you guys. I mean, as just artists in general, like as hard as y'all work. I mean, that, like I said, that's all I look for when I'm doing anything with artists, or any bands. Solo artists, whatever, did that work ethic, what I mean, and that passion and love for what y'all doing. I mean, I see that. So whatever you guys need, let us know what's up, and we'll see what we can do.
Hey, man, dude, that's appreciated greatly. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much, man.
Definitely. And, I'll give you more details on May 16th once I talk to the booking agent and see where it's going to be. I heard something like Desperados in D.C., but I'll clarify that by probably like middle next week or something like that, since that's in 2 weeks.
All right. Awesome.
See if we can get up, talk for a second or whatever.
Yeah, man.
So that's cool, man. So at this time right now, whatever shout outs y'all want to give, y'all want to drop your the website, Reverb, and all your contact information. Go ahead.
Man, Facebook.com/WellShot, or you can just search us on Facebook. And like I said before, man, you can watch our video and download all our music for free right to your computer or iPod or whatever you want, iPad, to your phone. It's ReverbNation.com/WellShot. If you're a musician or a fan that's never heard of Reverb Nation, man, go there. You can listen to a bunch of killer bands for free. A lot of them give away their music. Just get exposed, man. It's a great website, man, so check it out.
That's what's up. Like I said, we appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah, man.
And, when you guys are, I'll say, almost complete with the album, come back on to let us know some updates.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Definitely, man.
We'll definitely send you the fresh tracks as they come off.
That's what's up, man. We'll definitely throw that in rotation, man, for sure.
Awesome.
And we'll actually put you on to the other, I'm not sure if you got a contact from Supervised 64, which they do a lot of stuff for musicians also. So if you go to supervised64.com, you can check them out. But I talked to their main host, Javis. We're all connected, kind of one family type thing. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be contacting you if they didn't already to get on their show. Yeah.
Cool.
So that'll be cool.
Tell them to contact us. We're there.
Okay, cool. All right, so now we're going to go to another track from WellShot, and you're listening to Artist Highlight Show
on FuegoBeats.com.
And we'll be back.
Hello again. This is Anthony Ramirez from Ramirez Internet Solutions. Right now we are in the season of launching a new division of our business called RewardWatcher.com. RewardWatcher.com is an avenue for businesses and consumers to buy and sell all their goods and services at affordable rates. Right now this service is available to the DMV area only, but the more it grows, the more we plan on expanding up and down the East Coast and eventually west. Right now we are in the introductory phase of RewardWatcher.com, so if you sign up now, your listings will be free all the way until March. Also, we will be beginning an initiative program for our users. For every paid listing that you bring to us, you will receive a month of free listings. To learn more or to post your listing, please visit www.rewardwatcher.com. That address again is at www.rewardwatcher.com, or you can give us a call at 571-989-2392, or you can email us at help@rewardwatcher.com. Again, that's help@rewardwatcher.com. Thank you, and we look forward to you helping us make this program a success.
Welcome back to the Artist Highlight Show. I'm your host, Fuego Beats, and you are listening to the band WellShot. One thing I really like about this band right here is the fact that they said they give their music away. That's rare in today's society of musicians. That is rare they would give their stuff away. You know what I mean? It's a great thing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it gets a little expensive. $15.99 for a CD or something gets a little too expensive. But I commend them, man. I commend them. This is showing that it's all for the love of music. You know, and I don't knock any artists that charge because they work hard as well. You know what I mean? But it's very commendable when you say you give your stuff away for free. I mean, I really like that about them. I like the humbleness in WellShot. Glad I got a chance to talk to Craig and his boy Raul from WellShot. Again, we'll be trying to get up with them pretty soon here, just to, you know, chop it up. Me, Egypt, and possibly Prophet will be in a building May 16th. I believe it's Desperados in D.C., but I'll make sure with La Fin Absolute du Monde. So we will be there to support La Fin Absolute du Monde, and maybe we could, you know, link those two bands up, WellShot and La Fin Absolute du Monde. But you know, I just appreciate what all of the artists do. All you guys that do your music, whatever talent you have. I mean, if you sing, dance, whatever you do as an entertainer, we definitely appreciate and support you, and we will do anything that we can to get you out there and get everybody to know who you are. So get in contact with us. Email info@fuegobeats.com. If you guys looking for any type of advertising or anything, we do have a good volume of traffic and Facebook friends and followers on Twitter. You guys need to get at us at info@fuegobeats.com. You can email me directly at mrfuegobeats@gmail.com. Hit up Prophet, you know, his information, Egypt, Jay, any of them. I mean, if you can't get in contact with us, you can always hit my man Rick up. You can hit Tipsy up. Go to justmantalk.com to hit Rick up. Don't forget to check out super564.com. Also, you need to check out PeteMaravich.com. That's another one of our affiliates, Pistol Pete Maravich's oldest son. And we'll all be out and about everywhere around this country this summer. You know, we got somebody in every state, overseas as well, in the Caribbean, you know, Puerto Rico, St. Croix, all over. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to definitely stay connected with us. And we'll be coming to you again next week. We'll have a special guest on next week. And look forward to this rapper because he's actually a rapper, and it's going to be fantastic. I mean, he's a smart guy. I'm not going to give away who yet, but if you pay attention to FuegoBeats.com as well as Fuego Beats Radio on Twitter and Facebook, you will know in the next few days who that is. So till next week, you know, got to give a shout out also, you know, rest in peace to my man, from Crisscross that he lost his life. I'm not sure how, but it's sad because I grew up with that dude, man. I grew up with them, and it was just a sad thing, man. I remember wearing pants backwards for a second. My mom yelling at me for doing it, but I remember that, and that's real bad. Dude was young too, so I definitely want to send my condolences to his entire family. And we'll still, he will, live in all of us because, he was one of the pioneers in 90s hip-hop and rap. So with that, I'm going to say that, again, you're listening to the Artist Highlight Show on Fuego Beats Radio at fuegobeats.com. And stay connected. We'll see you next week. 1.